Welcome to the Collective Code, where we decode the mindset, strategies, and the systems behind luxury real estate, leadership, and legacy.
We're three agents that are raising the standard and unlocking what it really takes to lead in today's market.
This is the Collective Code. Let's unlock it together.
If you're new to this channel, we appreciate you coming. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. And if you like real estate training content, hit that like button. YouTube will send you more, and you can find us on all the streaming platforms, all the podcast platforms. Today's topic, the discipline dilemma. Why good looks are actually not good enough.
Oh boy,
to be successful in real estate.
That'll preach.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Where do we start here?
I did that for you, Tommy. Oh boy.
Gentlemen, we are not the first to do what we are doing. Realtors and real estate sales have been around for quite some time, decades and decades.
Yeah.
Yet we arrive here in 2025 in a time in which social media and visualizations of real estate sales through social media, YouTube, Bravo TV, HGTV, what have you, really dominates the mindset, the perceived mindset of what a realtor should be, should look like, and how easy it is.
Yeah.
What are we seeing today?
So I sound like a broken record, but especially when I talk to newer agents, but no, seasoned agents as well. This is real life. This is not HGTV. This is not Millionaire Listing. This is not all those sitcom shows that show real estate where you see the women who are underdressed closing deals. A lot of those individuals aren't even really closing real deals. It's a show. It's a show. Some of them are closing deals, but a lot of them, it's a show. It's not real life. You want to, and I know Tommy, he's going to be great with breaking down the numbers later on in the segment, but you want to dress how you want to be addressed. Exactly. What are we selling? What are we really selling here, people? What are we selling? Like, and it's really giving realtors a bad name. Like, when I think of certain car salesmen, I think of some really good guys who are really, they're honest individuals. But there was a time where a lot of car salesmen had a bad name because they had a bad rap. They were advertising. They were sleazy. They weren't honest. And now I'm seeing with what's in social media, a lot of realtors are kind of doing the same.
Yeah.
It's like they're confused. Like, what are we? Are we really selling houses?
Yeah. Yeah. That's you hit on the main point.
What are we doing?
Every time I'm scrolling, I'm like, dang, sis. What are we selling?
And it's usually the women. It's usually the women.
Yeah, it's some of the guys too.
It's some guys, but it's some guys. But the majority of them.
Yeah, I think if we, as an industry, obviously, we're professionals, right?
Right.
But if we lead with value instead of asset, right?
Right.
Lead with value. This is what I offer. This is my professionalism. And sis, if you just so happen to be beautiful, that's a bonus.
That's a bonus,
right?
Yes.
That's not a closing. That's not a closer, right? Especially not when 62% of home buyers in 2024 were married couples.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk
about that.
Okay, so what you just said is at the heart of what we need to be focused on.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
Let's just talk about lead generation. All right? If we know that in 2024, 62% of home buyers were
62%
were married.
Wow.
This means that when we go out lead generating, and now we're talking about perhaps inbound leads through social media, does it make sense to put ourselves out there in a way that maybe makes the wife feel a little uncomfortable?
In short, no. It does not. It does not make sense. The wife is not going to want to worry about her husband checking you out every time y'all go to show a home. I know of multiple stories. It's an agent. She actually an associate of mine, where and she dressed modestly. She dressed, she an attractive woman, has a shape or whatever, but she knows how to dress professionally. So she dresses professionally. And it was a Zillow lead. She meets them in person, right? And the wife, on the phone, it was all good. On the phone was all good. The wife and the husband, she was talking to both of them. Meet her in person, and because she's just attractive, but she's very classy, right? Dresses like she's in a sitcom of Suits. You want to know how to dress sexy but classy? Women and men, go watch Suits.
Yeah,
okay,
Jessica
go watch
fire.
Suits. That's a good example. All right. And she didn't want to do business with her. She kind of gave her the cold shoulder. She kind of figured out what it was because she asked the husband, like, "Hey, did I offend you guys? Did I do anything?" He said, "My wife just doesn't want to work with you. I think you were great." But I told her really what it was. It was that she was attractive, and she kind of put two together. 9 times 10, that was the reason why, right? So if you're already attractive, right, you definitely want to make sure that you're dressed professionally but modestly. If you want to, possibly get a married couple, because you may be getting business, but there is a lot of business that you're lacking.
Yeah,
that you're missing.
Now, I want to go back to what you said. What we're doing right now is we're checking the realtors on this. All right, because we all share we share the same name as professionals, right? We show up to be at the Inman Conference, NAR Conference, whatever state you are in. We're all in this together. So it is actually quite possible for realtorism, real estate sales to be dragged down as a whole, especially when we take a step back and we look at the fact that we are one of the least trusted professionals in our country. We need to be upholding, and we need to be doing all we can to be righteous in what we do. Coming across in a way that is attracting. Here's what you're going after. When you dress scantily clad and you put that on social media, you're catering to single male.
That's it.
Yep.
Single male,
single women,
or single woman.
But
however, okay, all right. I'm talking the scantily clad.
I got you.
If you're tuning into this podcast, we got our coaches' hats on right now.
Right.
We got our trainers' hats on right now. So hear us out. And let's not do any gaslighting in the comment section, because you know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah,
we're used to this.
What we're not going to allow is for people to say, "Oh well, I can't help it if my mama gave me curves."
Oh, that's good.
Right.
Okay, because that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
We're talking about you showcasing on purpose, and don't act like you don't know what on purpose is.
Exactly.
We're talking about you showcasing curves on purpose to get clicks, to get noticed. That's all you're going to get, because like I said, single male, and here's the thing, it represented 8% of home buyers in the country in the last year.
8%.
Good luck meeting your goals.
Yeah.
Serving 8% of the home buyers in your market.
Unless your goal is 1 or 2 deals out of a year, or 3 years deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is exactly how you end up.
Or getting maybe successful men to do business with you, but you are always complaining that they want something more.
Yeah, trying to hit on you.
You're getting people to reach out to you, but it's changing. Like it's not for them wanting to purchase a home, or really wasting your time. Do you know how many attractive females that I've worked with, because I've been doing this 9 years, right, that complain about how many men have wasted their time.
Yes.
Yeah,
they're wasting their time, and they're professionals. So if you're out here dressing like a bimbo, you're out here wilding, and like Tommy said, this is Age After Hours, so we're keeping professional, but it's still barbershop. This is still barbershop talk, right?
Yeah, no, we keep it real.
Tommy said, if you're zooming in on particular assets outside of the house,
come
on, man. What are we really doing? Now, listen, I've seen some home tours where you may be showcasing the pool, ladies in a swimsuit, or a guy in a swimsuit, I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay. You're
fine.
showcasing
Showing
the
how
house.
Yeah.
You're doing a catch route, but you're just randomly on a random day. You got on a tight skirt and it's zooming in on certain parts of your body, and you want to sell a house. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Let's talk about it, because you said it to me. There is a young realtor out there. I don't know what part of the country she's in.
Yeah.
And really, it was just a slow mo
It was
walk up to the house from the sidewalk, and all it was showing her behind.
Yeah,
I'm
real
like,
estate's working.
I'm like,
That's what that is. Real estate's
Okay.
working.
I was wilding like, yo, is this what we doing now?
Okay, let me say something. That in specific is what is wrong with the industry right now, because we stand on the shoulder of real estate titans who have brought us
Yeah.
to where we are at today.
Yes.
That did not have social media, that did not have all the visualization to bring it that we have today. They did it the hard way. This is
Right.
Look,
Yeah.
Right.
we have to acknowledge, we have to pay homage in what we do, and understand that all you're doing is causing dissension among the real estate community. This is honestly no different than someone who's going out there and cutting their commissions in a big market.
Yeah.
It's causing dissension amongst realtors, and we should be lifting each other up. Now, I'm not sitting here trying to tell people how to slice up their commissions. That's your business. But we do owe it to each other to check each other when we are in the wrong.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right.
I agree. 100%.
One thing that you have to look at when I see those, right? What I'm literally seeing, because it's social media, I see a lead magnet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I see a lead
yeah.
magnet,
Okay.
but it's
I know you're going
actually
this.
the wrong type of lead magnet.
Right,
Right. So
right.
you're getting the lead from that. They're coming in directly into your DM, and it's not about real estate.
Right.
So even if that young lady or young man is extremely professional, you've already garnered the wrong type of attention.
Exactly.
Right? So
Exactly.
you've gotten the lead, but now you're complaining that we had a conversation with the young lady about this before. Yeah, I think he only wants to date me.
Yeah.
You know, I've had a young lady at my
We
brokerage
did.
one time.
Last week. We
Yeah,
had a conversation
just last week.
with her.
She had a $10 million buyer. $10 million buyer.
True story.
Showed her. I mean, like, if you could think of if anybody's wholesaling, right? They present you with their proof of funds.
Yeah.
He presented her with his proof of funds.
Yep.
$20 million in the bank.
Yep.
Eyes went like this.
Yeah, sure.
He's showing interest, and she sees it as a meal ticket. Really,
Exactly.
If
Yeah,
we were to
yeah,
be
yeah,
honest,
yeah,
she
yeah,
sees
yeah.
it as a meal ticket. What ends up happening is his wife ends up contacting her. Oh, this guy's a fraud. None of that money is really there. Yeah. The guy ghosts her. She had basically hung her whole hopes on getting into a relationship with somebody when you should have kept it professional from the beginning.
From
Yes,
the get-go.
I'm going to sell you this $10 million house. And who else do you know that may be thinking about buying or selling a home? You know, and if that phone call comes in after hours, right?
Yeah.
It ain't aging after hours, right?
Come on
that
now.
phone call comes in after
Yeah.
hours, you don't
Yeah.
answer because you've already taught your clients how to treat you. And we're keeping this 1,000% professional, and it's never going to go past that.
Exactly.
You know?
We keep it professional, but this is called Asian After Hours for a reason. And I'll say this in a very professional way. All right. You're a realtor. Okay. Let's not confuse this with OnlyFans. Okay. This ain't that.
Might drop.
This ain't that.
No.
This is not that. Let's keep this professional, right? I mean, because you're bringing back that sleazy car salesman type feel, but then with the realtors. You
Yeah,
know, and
it's a shame.
you're making it harder for realtors out here who are really trying to be upstanding and taking our job very, very seriously. That's one of the reasons why we decided to come with this podcast, right? Like we're professionals. None of my guys we ain't here with t-shirts or which would be fine if we were.
Yeah.
But we're trying to present ourselves to you, even though in the best light possible. However, we're keeping it real. We're keeping it laid back, but dress how you want to be addressed.
Now,
Dress how you want to be
let's
addressed.
take this a step further, because let's talk about what perhaps the motivation is. Let's just say that we understand what it's like to want to sell a certain kind of home. You just spoke
Right.
of a $10 million
Right.
buyer. Wanting to sell luxury. It's totally a possibility.
Yes.
Who is in that luxury market? All right. Now, I feel, and I've been in this mind frame when I was a lot younger, I feel that there are a lot of us that are trying to get quote unquote professional athlete
Yeah.
interest.
Yeah.
Professional athlete interest. Okay. Let's just say you want to go down that road. It is quite possible that you have attracted Mr. Local professional athlete in, you know, your metropolitan area. When, keep in mind, when his wife, or I'm not sure if you've seen the Basketball Wives,
Yeah.
when she shows up, that's going to be some trouble you don't want. You may not be getting reached out to because they still fall into the demographic of married people in your metropolitan area.
Exactly.
All
Right.
So you may not be attracting the professional athlete. You may actually be detracting the person who you think that you're trying to attract. We understand that you want to get into the luxury market.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful there. Now, here's what I will say about how to attract the luxury agent, the luxury buyer. All right. It starts with great value, and it does start with the home. If you are trying to showcase yourself in a luxury home in order to secure luxury buyer, you got one half of the equation correct.
Yeah.
You got the home correct. Yes,
Yeah.
you should be touring luxury.
Yeah.
You should be talking about the things in the realm of the luxury buyer.
Right.
Typically, luxury buyers are very experienced. It's not their first rodeo.
Exactly.
So you have to understand what you're saying, what you are laying out to them. So have certain topics of mind. Maybe let's touch on that, guys. How is it that you attract the luxury buyer or seller into your realm
Yeah.
properly?
I'm gonna tell you this: the luxury buyer is not an idiot, right?
Yeah, they're not
they're
stupid.
extremely
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Come on
Yeah.
now.
If someone's buying, you know, $1.5 million, $2 million house, unless they were left in an inheritance, these people kind of have their wits about them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they are not reaching out to you because of your assets.
Come on now.
Right? They're gonna reach out to you because of what's up here. Because of the value that you've added to them. And like you said, the house is half of the equation.
Right.
Now that I see that he has value to offer or she has value to offer, and I see what they're showing, right? What they're putting out there, it speaks my language. You know, if you're not speaking that luxury buyer's language, 9 times out of 10, unless it's a family member, you're probably not gonna, you know, they're probably not gonna reach out to you. you know?
Yeah, but these sunset shows and all that stuff got people messed up, thinking they could dress any kind of way and present themselves any kind of way and get some multi-million-dollar buyer, and then come to the reality that that's not what it is. Like when you're presenting yourself on social media, right? You need to have the mindset of, who am I really trying to attract? Am I really trying to attract individuals to do business with me, or am I really doing this for attention and likes? Am I doing this for attention and likes and comments and just to get notoriety amongst individuals who possibly can't even buy a house from you anyway? They're just enamored with the way you look. You know, when I'm posting I post a lot of random stuff on Story, of course, just so people can know, like, and trust me, right? But a lot of times I'm doing a post, it's intentional. Most of my posts that I post on a reel or on a Facebook post, it's intentional. I have an idea of what I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to present myself in a professional light, in the most professional light I possibly can.
So let's talk. The name of this topic is called the discipline dilemma. And this is
Discipline
why
dilemma,
good
yeah.
looks are not good enough. If you guys are getting value out of this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you want to see more real estate training videos.
Yes.
And definitely hit that bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. Let's talk about the discipline that's needed in order to use these platforms to secure business. And I just want to go ahead and start with the call to action.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the different calls to action. Number one, we've said if you want to attract most of the people that I see doing this kind of, the silly thing with the being halfway closed, they're in very nice homes, right?
Yeah.
Elevated price points. We've pointed out you've got half of it correct. All right. Now let's talk about what you should be doing, what you should be disciplined in doing in order to secure the business that you're trying to go after. So this is where we start training them up. All right. You got half. Yeah, you got half of it right. All right. Now let's move on to, we now know what you're not supposed to do. Let's talk about what you should do. The call to action. All right. So you're inside the luxury home. All right. And let's just call it Instagram. Let's talk about some calls to action that truly work for Instagram. Personally, I enjoy to fill up the comment section. It's leave a whatever, pick your keyword, pick whatever it is. Leave the word luxury in the comment section if you want more information about this home.
Right.
That's personally one that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
care
that.
To elaborate on different ones?
And use ManyChat to where you can then automatically contact them because it's speed to lead, right? But yeah, that's perfect. Do a call to action where you have a word you can give everyone to type in the comments. ManyChat sends them the link or whatever, so they can reach out. I think that's I like doing that.
But we were having a conversation just the other day, and I was telling this agent like everything is a call to action. Whether it be a text message, email. If you're sending out a text message or email or making an Instagram post, a story post, and there's not a call to action that follows up. Now, I understand on your stories, every post, because I'll do 20 stories in a day. Every one is not going to have a CTA at the bottom. Right? And using ManyChat is an amazing way to scale.
Tell them about ManyChat.
So ManyChat.
Tell me about ManyChat.
Yeah. So ManyChat is basically a chat bot that you can actually attach based on keywords, right? So you can say, my thing is Dream 25. Comment Dream 25 below, and I'll send you, a list of homes in your area that meet this criteria. Okay. I'll say instead of starting with ManyChat, because if we're talking to people that are trying to figure out, how to use social media correctly or how to actually get that CTA and start conversations with them, because that's what your CTA is about. Yep. It's about starting conversations. Yep. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So my main method is to have them DM me because I want to get them away from the noise. Correct. I don't want to carry on my conversation in the comments.
You're selling nothing. In front of everybody.
You gotta do anything in front of everybody. Yeah.
The way that ManyChats work, if they comment, it will automatically DM them. Yeah. Right. Okay. So you can actually have it DM them where it's a lead magnet. They put their name, email address, phone number. Boom! It automatically goes into your CRM. Love it. And they'll get something of value out of it as well. And normally what I would do is I would put a video after that so they'll see my face like, what's up, man? I'm glad you clicked on this link. Just as I promised, here is the information that I promised to send you, and I'll follow up.
So can you do, because of course I use ManyChat. But I haven't, can you embed the video in ManyChat?
You can embed the video in there. Okay, well, I don't know if you can embed it in, but you can actually put a link from the video.
Well, okay, you can put a link in the video.
You can put a link from the video.
Yeah, that would work.
Like you put a link from the video from your YouTube, it'll go straight, and you can have a bunch of unlisted videos on your YouTube that you can use for ManyChat.
It goes. I have sent people video to like a YouTube video, but an unlisted video to like thank them for. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's a Jill. Definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna put that link into.
But what I've done is to make sure that, especially if you don't have ManyChat right now, you don't want to give yourself the excuse of, hey, I don't have something to follow up with the CTA. No, have them DM it to you. Yeah, DM that word. DM the fire emoji. Or DM me the muscle emoji if you're interested in this home or if you want more information about this area, and then start the conversation. So many realtors are posting on Instagram and not having conversations. I had a conversation with an agent last week. He was like, yeah, I'm posting. I'm like, bro, but I'm going through your content right now to see one CTA. So you're not having conversations with people. Nope. Conversations are what turn into sales.
That's how you ask for the business.
Yeah, definitely. If I can't track your conversations, I can't track how many sales you're going to have at the end of the year. Because if I know I talked to 100 people this week, and out of those 100 people, I actually get 10 people that are seriously interested in buying or selling within the next 12 months. And out of those 10 people, 1 or 2 I actually convert and close.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
I know if
yeah,
I
yeah.
talk to 100 people, I got 1 or 2 deals out of
Correct.
it. So now I can actually hyper speed my growth. Now talk to 200 people. I know I'm going to get 4 leads out of it, 4 closings out of it.
Right,
So
right.
if you don't have proper CTAs and you're not actually managing or tracking the amount of conversations you're having, not just to have the CTA, but hey, open up the conversation with them. Send them a video when they DM it,
Yeah,
or either
yeah.
send them a text message. Say, hey man, I want to get on the phone with you. Let's hop on a Zoom. You know?
See,
Yeah.
That's a respectable. A respectable. What am I trying to say? CTA is much better than the BBL.
Yeah.
So,
CTAs over BBLs all day.
Oh boy. All day long.
so
We need one of the DJ Clue bombs to drop right there.
Hey, we got the sound effects, man. We got the sound effects over there.
buttons, Jaden.
I got to show about the sound
Hey,
effects. We got plenty of
the
them.
CTA is a must.
Yeah.
Okay. TikTok. Mm-hmm. I've recently started doing TikTok, and it's
You had
it's
one go viral already.
Yeah.
I don't. Is that? Yeah. It's 130,000, 120,000 views, 6,500 likes, and what have you. Okay, let's talk about what to do instead of showcasing your assets on video. Like, let's just talk about. Let's continue the conversation, right? TikTok. TikTok actually does not allow you, if you have your CTA, which is DM or leave in the comments this word. Leave this word in the comments section, and I'll send you this. If you've done that, and people say whatever it is, they're raising their hand saying they'd like more information about what you are giving to them. TikTok does not allow you an opportunity to message a link over to them where the link is clickable. That's how they keep their spam down.
Yeah.
All right. So in that situation, it is advisable. And in the comments section, let us know if you've got something different. What I've been doing is taking those leads from online, from on that app to off the app. And I've just told them.
Yeah.
TikTok is weird about links. If you really want this, it's a map. If you really want this map, text me, and I'll give them my telephone number.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm getting the text. That is a lead. Now we can talk about how to stay in front of that lead, how to follow up, and what have you. So again, this is more of the same, but on a different platform. Links. Instagram doesn't really love that either. They want people, we got to send them to the bio.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's nothing in the
some of the bio.
but Instagram in their DMs they do allow
the
a
links.
link.
Yeah.
Yes.
TikTok doesn't allow a link. So
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that was interesting. YouTube,
Oh yeah.
they allow the link. However, they do not allow you to make contact per se with the people that have just left you a comment.
Yeah. You can't just DM them.
No. No.
Your CTA on YouTube is different. You want to talk about that? I'm long-winded. I'll keep going.
CTA
on
CTA can look a
YouTube.
number of different ways. I've been really successful because, of course, you got to try stuff out and see what works for you. But having people text Plano to the number below, because some people may on YouTube, after looking at the analytics from doing it for a while, I noticed that a lot of people are been watching my content on TV. They're watching me on TV.
Tell 'em
So if they're on TV, that means they are watching it, and they also may have access to their phone. So, hey, text such and such to the number below. It's on the number below. If they really want to contact me, they see it. They see that come up at least 4 to 5 times throughout the tour.
Yeah.
Right. It's in it's in text. If they want to see it, if they want to get in contact with me, they can pause the video and then they can text me. Right. If they can text me. I've also tried barcodes. You can do the barcode on the TV as well. You can do barcode. And then,
A
of course,
barcode rather than a QR code?
you can do. I'm sorry, QR code. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
not barcode. QR code. My
I was like,
mistake.
a barcode, that's
Yeah,
slow.
You can
QR
scan
code.
the TV.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. Thanks for correcting me. QR code. You can do a QR code, or of course, you also usually halfway through the tour. So I have usually, I have a method of where I do my tour. I want to show, of course, the kitchen, the main area, which is kitchen, living room, toward the second half of the tour, because I know that's what most people want to see, the primary, outside, and then. So after doing another video, I wonder, why are people dropping off? Because I'm showing what they want to see too soon. So I push that off, and then at halfway during the tour, I will then do my my vocal CTA.
That's good.
Let
Okay.
people know, like, hey, this is not just entertainment. Like, I know this is, this is information, but it's also entertainment. I'm looking to, obtain either a buyer or seller from this content. Of course, because some people watch it because they're just entertained, right?
Yeah.
But I do put it out there and let people know, like, hey, this is just not entertainment. Like, I'm doing this for
Yeah.
for business too.
Yeah, guys, listen, I know you guys tuned in for one thing, but Dan just dropped a major gem.
Yeah.
I'm getting into YouTube now, and that's something that I'm like, okay, why are people dropping off?
Yeah,
Because I'm showing, I'm like outside of the house, showing the foyer, boom, straight to the kitchen.
Yeah,
and then
no.
it's like that kitchen, by the time I get to the kitchen, that's the 3-minute mark.
Yeah.
And like they're
Yep.
starting to drop off after 3 minutes because I was
That's why.
showing them, man, that's a major key,
That's
man.
why. I mean, but
Major
and you know
key.
what? And here's a crazy thing. I hate to admit this, but it is what it is. It took me. I feel stupid now, but I mean, it was my learning process. Dude, it took me almost 2 years to realize, man, why are people dropping off? Like, people are coming to my stuff. Why are people dropping off?
Yeah.
And then I learned from watching a lot of Ennis Yilmai's earlier videos. So I started thinking, like, man, okay, why is people watch him? His swag ain't better than mine. Of course, the houses were crazy.
Yeah,
they're
houses
like
are sick.
treating them. But man, what is it? And I started noticing his sink. I said, you know what? I said, what? That makes sense. Most people, the heart of the home is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying? The heart of the home in the kitchen. If you got a backyard
Everyone
oasis,
cares
people want to
about
see that. I'm like, duh, makes sense. So I started doing that, and I started getting a lot longer watch time.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Guys, all these are techniques to help you close more deals.
Uh-huh.
This is really what we are trying to help you all do. You may feel like we may being hard on some of the lady realtors out there. Honestly,
Guys, too.
I don't care.
Too.
No, honestly, I don't care because there's a majority of the ladies feel the same way. Like, why is this young lady out here? Look, we're just speaking to what most of the realtors are talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
And listen, it's not just those ladies. Another thing, I know we didn't talk about this,
it's
but
guys too.
the young kids being extremely vulgar.
Yeah.
Right? Extremely vulgar. Come buy this MFing house. I'm like, I'm in my 40s, right? And most
I'm
people
happy you're talking about this.
We're
most
not
people that are buying like luxury homes are adults. You know, you're gonna have your breakout NBA, NFL, star, or a kid that did well on crypto, but for the most part, you're ostracizing, a large demographic.
Look, let me
just by being vulgar online.
I hope. Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead,
May
Tommy.
I please talk about this?
Have the stand.
I mean, wait. Go ahead.
Let me get on my Stephen A.
Okay.
Come here. If you go out cussing on your videos, you can't be surprised when you attract a buyer that cusses you out.
Exactly.
Your vibe attracts
Your tribe.
Your vibe attracts your tribe. I don't know if I could have said it. I could listen. Yeah. Thank you, Jay. I'm on my Stephen A. Smith now. Put the camera on me. Let me get real comfortable.
He said, "Zoom in."
Now look. Let's keep it real. Don't get the 3-piece suits and the suits twisted. This is ages after I was going to keep this real. Don't get it twisted. My streetwear can compete with the best of them out there as well.
Let's go.
Come on.
It really can, all right? We can take it there if we need to take it there, but we don't want to take it there because that's not professional.
Exactly.
And we know what we want to attract, right? Tommy said it best, okay? You attract your vibe attracts your tribe. If I'm dressed a certain type of way, right, I know that I'm going to attract a particular type of client. Mm-hmm. If I'm always dressed in, let's say, shorts and a hoodie, right, and that's the only way they see me, will I attract maybe some high-end buyers? Yeah, maybe, but not in as abundance as I will be dressed like this. Mm-hmm. If you're not a billionaire, you cannot afford not to dress successful.
Exactly.
You can't afford not to, right? Or else you will be capping yourself. I don't care what anybody says, you will be capping yourself. Now, there are exceptions to the rule. There are exceptions to the rule. Certain individuals can get away with it, maybe with a T-shirt, whatever. But those are individuals that are probably leading with massive amounts of value. Massive amounts of value.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps their
Exactly.
reputation precedes them.
Your reputation
Exactly.
precedes them. Everybody ain't Gary V.
Yeah.
If you're not built like that, you need to be addressed the way you want to be addressed. Now, if you're built like that, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you're built like that, you can do that. But the
And
majority of
congrats.
people are not.
Congratulations.
You don't have to play by the rest of the
You don't have
rules.
to play by the rest of the rules. But the majority of you guys can't. Trust me, I come from somebody who's been in corporate America, no degree. I've worked at Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Countrywide. I have high exec positions, and it's become because I've presented myself a certain type of way. I articulate my thought relatively well. I know how to interview. I know how to interact. I know how to shake hands. I know how to do the things that college do not teach you. That college don't know how to teach you. And I won't say I mastered it, but I'm constantly trying to master it.
Absolutely.
And you out there talking, cursing, and doing these type of things, that's fine. You might get some business, right?
Oh,
but ain't
yeah.
nobody 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. You're 4 or 5 minutes trying to do business with you.
Yeah, you're gonna cap
There's
yourself
not.
out.
You're going to cap yourself out, and if you're okay with that, that's perfectly fine. Because in this business, you should be able to do business the way you want to do it. But if you
Yeah.
want to reach a certain level, you got to change it up.
Yeah, you think about those kids that are doing it, and I say kids, right? But I know they're adults,
They
right?
are.
But they're
Yeah.
younger, right? And I understand like Gen Z, that may be a way that they can reach themselves, but
Right.
is Gen Z buying a home from you right now? You know, what is the average age of the home buyers in your area? I'm starting to see that pop up in DFW a lot
Yeah,
lately, and I'm like, man, we're the number one place per capita. We have more corporate headquarters than anywhere else in
Yeah.
the United States
Correct.
per
Yes,
capita,
correct,
right?
correct,
So you have
correct.
a ton of professionals living here.
Yeah,
So that means
yeah.
a lot of the buyers are professional buyers. You know, they
Yep.
work for, you know, Procter and Gamble. They work for Toyota. They're working for Amazon.
Absolutely.
And these people, I mean, executives,
Yep.
right? And you think they're going to reach out to you because you said come and buy this MF house?
Yep.
You know, heck no.
Executives, middle management.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to understand who's in your metro area as well.
Yes,
That's really
yes.
important, right? You know, obviously, if we know that DFW is a white collar town, all right. For the most part, it's not blue collar, all right. So you have a lot of middle management and execs here. And, you know, we don't have factory. We're not a town full of factories and blue collar workers, right? Even so, I don't even care. The presentation is so important. You could be of the mindset, well, I'm going to come across professional. And it's not even to say that all blue collar workers cuss and do this
Yeah.
or that.
Yeah.
Be the best version of you that you could be.
Exactly.
Please.
And when you show up the best version of yourself, I know you guys can attest to this. There's so many times I show up the best version of myself, and the clients are like, Luke, you can relax. The next time you meet me, you
Yeah.
don't have to wear a suit. No, this
Yeah.
is not a
Yeah.
costume for me.
Right.
This is who I am.
This is who I am.
Yeah, this is not a costume.
Yeah.
This is who I am. So yeah, I'm going to show up the next time, even though you want me to be relaxed, you know?
It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Jay-Z said, it's time for tuxedos for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. No reason at
That-
all.
For
that
no
was that-
reason at all.
That was
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake. That was about 10 years ago now. Guys, we hope you're getting something out of this. Look, where are we at? All right, we're here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really important that we all, as realtors,
Yeah.
put
yeah.
our best foot forward.
Very
Yes.
important.
And it's not our backwards.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Not your best
exactly.
foot backwards, walking backwards.
No.
And
so
yeah.
let's hold each other accountable. And this
Yes.
is not a shaming, but if
No.
we can educate and reiterate
Yeah.
our points, maybe we are helping to elevate. Come on now.
Yeah.
Maybe we are elevating those in our industry.
Yeah,
And guys, if you've got any value out of this, be sure to subscribe, like, comment. Hey,
Yeah,
we want
let us know in the comments.
to interact
say
with you
you?
guys. What say you?
What say
We definitely want to interact with you guys. Share this with your colleagues and friends who happen to be realtors as well. We'll see you next
Until
time.
next time.
God bless.